G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So for today's video I wanted to do like a run through with the Universe 6 team because I think the Universe 6 team here is really close to being absolutely top tier. As you can see in these first three slots here we've got brand new items. I do have Magetta in here. He's definitely a bit iffy. Defending on the enemy that you're going up against, Caulifla can get the guaranteed dodge. You got STR Kefla, who can be really good with her multiple supers in the dodge. And then yeah, that last slot is definitely a bit iffy. I did contemplate bringing maybe someone like the Invados, who is a support and does have the 70% chance to dodge. You could also go with the STR Kale, but I feel like we're probably just 1 or 2 units away from Universe 6 being extremely top tier. So I'm just jumping into a random red zone stage. We're taking on the Future Saga from either the Goku or Vegeta. I can't remember which of the red zones it is, but we're going to jump in and sort of see how we go with this team. I think we should be able to get this done pretty convincingly. Now, I will say that you can also offset the, I guess, dis- I don't know, discrepancies of this team, the disadvantages of this team, by just ignoring the complete Universe 6 aspect of the hits leader skill. You could easily throw in a unit that's just on accelerated battle or rapid growth. So accelerated battle is one of the best leader skills in the game. So that could easily be buffing the rest of your team. I just thought it'd be fun to go through specifically Universe 6. So what we've got here is the Tech K and Cleaver. I am planning on running those two as one of our key rotations. I think, as you can see, they're double digits now. Getting hit with that first one was definitely annoying, but with there being more than one attack in that first slot and being the physical Kefla's first turn on rotation, I didn't really want to run her there straight away. Remember, now she does have the extra dodge chance, so going in the next turn before she attacks, she will have the guaranteed first dodge, and then like the other 26% chance to dodge from her 18 key super. So in terms of this rotation, I was planning on something like this. So we've got 3 attacks in the middle. That's not actually going to work because we're going to get broken actions from hit there. So my ideal situation here would have been, lol, to have 3 attacks in slot 1 at least, and then one of the hits would have been able to get off all those dodges. Next turn he comes around, he's then able to transform or improve, whatever you want to call it, sort of do that exchange, and then you can run both the hits as one rotation. And I think that's really effective in a lot of these events because they don't start off the craziest, most difficult in the world, so you can really risk that base hit being in slot 1 to get all of those extra dodges. Now, as I said here, unfortunately that is going to be ruined because we didn't have any attacks in slot 1. But anyway, we do what we can do. So next rotation we are going to have STR Kefla. I will also say it's really annoying when you get her in slot 7. It means that she transforms right away, and you might think, oh, why is that annoying? When she is in base and her first transformation, she gets the ability to stack her attack, and that really helps to bump up the damage that she is able to do later on in the fight. But anyways, oh, see, that would have been a perfect opportunity to have the physical Kale in slot 1 there. Dang. Yeah, that was a mistake by me. You can see taking no damage there, and that's just from the one turn of super. So bang, there's one. And yeah, you can see these girls here are a massive reason as to why this team is going to be a lot more viable. You look at this is 55%, and you can already see the significant increase in numbers. They stack up like really quickly, and then you carry all of those stacks into the transformation into Kefla, and then you can go crazy with damage. So it is a really dynamic combo. You can see physical Caulifla getting the big old stat raise here as well. So she's up to a 16 million. And again, both this Caulifla and the tech one are also 55%. So this team has my int hit as well, actually. Jeez, yeah, this is the all 55% team for me. So remember, we've got lots of chance to dodge here. There it is. Cool. And then, yeah, as I said, STR Kefla, she does build up that attack, so her numbers could have been higher if she wasn't stuck floating around in slot 7. Still no attacks in slot 1 for me, so I'm just going to grab that, into that, into that. I dare say we'll probably get the finish before all of those attacks in the middle, which is unfortunate, because I would have liked to have gotten a few of those dodges off, and maybe I could have transformed my hit. And this rotation certainly is slowing down what we are able to do with this team. The next rotation we will be able to pop the active, so I'm thinking that we will use the Caulifla active, and we'll give everyone that support. As fun as it would be to use Kale's active to then get that big time damage, but I think the overall support will be a little bit more valuable to the team. So there's the additional there. My hope is that we don't get the finish. Perfect. So that's still 2 attacks. 1. We got hit. Definitely want Khalifa to get the finish here. Wow. Well, that sucks. Oh no. What? Okay. I thought that was the turn where... Oh no, we're only on turn 5. Oh. I thought we're further along than what we are. Okay, cool. That works well. So another stack here for the Tech Kale and Khalifa. We do miss out on a stack of the dodge chance from the physical Kale and Khalifa, but that's fine. So bang. Big old crit there. And here we go. Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. Cool. So she'll be looking good. It'd be nice to get her some more orbs at the back end there. So we can, oh yeah, we've passed the turns here, so now we can do that, which gives us a bunch of links. So we can go there. If we grab that, that should still leave the 6. Perfect. Okay, so here's where we can start to cook a little bit more. So we've got a 70% chance to dodge with hit. Glad to see it paid off on that second one there. His attacks are guaranteed to hit. When you do get that improvement, I don't think that's too much of a game changer there. We get the nullification of an action. And remember that when you do improve with hit, you do go up to stacking attack and defense by 50%. So his numbers increase significantly because in base he is just a 20% stack. So cool. Probably could have transformed mine so that because the friend's got the rainbow the full dupes out, and would have been looking better in base. But I guess by going into the rainbow friend, I guess we're going to get extra damage. So a little bit of a trade-off. You can sort of pick and choose what you're going for on that specific fight, I guess. So only 15 milli. We don't have a lot of our Peppy Girl style links active because obviously we've just got the double hits on this rotation. So Kefla's numbers will look better when she does get on that other rotation, but we also didn't get her a great deal of stacks. At no fault of our own because she was in slot 7 thanks to Matsu, but Kapow, we get the crit there, and then we finish off with the hidden potential normal. And double digits on our own normals even when she isn't getting the dodge. So that works well. We're going to get the guaranteed dodge here. We're also going to provide that support. So Kapow. Awesome. Then what we'll do is we'll grab all of this to get that the guaranteed dodge and that heal. So as you can see there, we did get up to a 94% HP. We grab that into that, and Bye. See, perfect. From next turn on, we might transform into physical Super Saiyan 2 Kale, and then utilize her offense a little bit more. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Dang. Zamasu, come on, that was our one big old super from poor Khalifa here. Anyways, is what it is. So bang, dodge again, dodge again. So up to a 22 million. So this support, the like 19% doesn't sound all too crazy, but from how they figure it out as a multiplicative buff, it is much higher of a number than you would think. So that's why I chose to utilize that there. You can see we're up to almost a 25 million attack stat with the Tech Kale and Khalifa here, and it's just growing and growing. So perfect. And then what do we get with the Tech Kale? 7.8. Up to an 8 milli. She's not here for her damage. She's definitely one of those units that could easily be taken out here. She's sort of just a bit of a spot filler. So if we go here, we can have a look. We're at 1.1 million defense there. What we'll do is we'll grab that into that, just building up those same type key spheres. That pretty much gets us the Dokkan attack. Double digits. Cool. And then we're guaranteed to hit. So it's funny. That's an ability that you don't really need to utilize all that often, but the random fight that I've happened to jump into is one where we are actually getting to use that, so that's pretty fire. We do also have hit active skill that we can pop later on. Realistically, the more you stack that, the more effective it's going to be later on. So I don't have any issues on waiting to use that one. Kapow gets rid of Zamasu. I can't remember how many stages this has actually, but what we'll do is we will transform you. We'll transform you. We're not going to be able to get a crazy amount of key spheres for you. So what we'll do is we'll grab those ones because that won't ruin the line of those. Perfect. So just looking here, we do have 5 out of 7. Yeah, obviously we could put the two Keflers next to each other, but in terms of what's best for the rotation, this is definitely going to be it. So we got a 70% chance to dodge here. Perfect. I will get the Dokkan attack just to wipe out a bunch of HP here. Is it going to be a quick one or a slow one? Medium. Feel like I haven't done a Dokkan attack in a video for ages. Usually I just skip them. And then yeah, physical Kale in slot 2. It'll be interesting to see what type of damage she can do. I am very tempted. I would love to jump on the double rates banner again to see if I can grab another copy of her, but I think it's just too risky, too dicey considering what, like, we know that worldwide is potentially only 5 weeks away, or well, they're newly timed, I guess, newly timed and newly rewritten worldwide. I think what they call it a global celebration. So we're going to want to have as many stones as humanly possible for that. So I'm going to be hanging on to mine until then. At least most of them. So here's physical Kale. Our offense is actually quite a bit lower than the Khalifa's. Interesting. I'll have to reread her kit to see what her build-up is. I know we didn't get to 24 key, but there's lots of attacks. Does she massively raise attack for multiple turns? Maybe she's a massive raise attack for 4 turns, I think. Maybe that's sort of her jam. Yeah. So anyway, Kefla here. Hopefully she can get some more of those crits for us. You can see at 27 million, significantly higher when she gets those links active next to the Universe 6 girls. Do wish that we'd gotten some more crits here though, because with that type disadvantage, we ain't dealing a great deal of damage. Tough. Tough. Does take 193 if she gets tagged with that type disadvantage. We'll do that just to stop you from getting a little bit of that heal off, eh? I don't want to see you getting any of your HP back, so hit will take that one. And what we can do is that, into that, into that. So, you may be thinking, what is the thought process behind that? It is, because on that next turn we're going to want orbs for the Tech Kefla. So, the easiest way to do that is just set up those orbs now. We're not relying on Khalifa getting off supers. Like as I said before, she's not, even though she's a stacker, she's somebody that we don't really worry about because she's just there with her dodging capabilities. You see the friend hit up to a 51 million attack stat here. Bang. And then my hit, little 8.4 milli. But he's doing what he needs to do, providing the extra links for the friend hit. So cool. Cool. And remember, if we do get into a bind, I can just transform my hit, kill off this rotation, pop the active again, and yeah, we'll get that Ghost Usher. So another reason why this team is extremely good. Just having the ability to pop 2 of those Ghost Ushers is pretty clutch. So let's see. Dang. See, yeah. I guess what we'll do is we'll do that into... That does get us to 24 key. Nice. Okay. And then I guess we may as well do that. We'll save those STR key spheres for Kefla on the next rotation. So again, 70% chance to dodge here. Perfect. With each of those attacks we performed last rotation, we were getting great stacks of our attack still. So our attack's just going to continue to rise for Kefla here. And yeah, there goes that. What did he heal? I think he healed up 4 million. We just did near on 20. So we're going to be playing catch up pretty quickly here, pretty effectively. Bang. The one thing that I just sort of do wish this Kefla had was some type of super effective or crits. Now I know that doesn't really rear its head in this fight because we've got type disadvantage here. Yeah, there we go. 27 million is definitely a big old increase for Kale here. So there's one super. Yeah, okay. This is more what I was hoping to see. Now imagine if we had the Hearst active skill up, an extra 40% attack here would probably be pretty crazy. Gets the dodge, and then yeah, nothing that poor Goku or Rose and Zamasu can do here. We got the support from Megetta here. Bang, big time damage that he can do, 100k on the. Oh, there you go, 100k on each of them. So he's only 55% as well. So what we do is we'll grab that into that. And we can either do it that way or this way. I think we might do it that way, just to maximise that heal. You can see back up to 97%. Hits again, 70% chance to dodge for us. Kapow. I should have a look and see what his defense is looking at though, because he has fired off a number of super attacks. So there's the crit, nice little 15 milli, just climbing, steadily climbing. I haven't tested out the int hit in festivals, but I imagine that he would climb up that damage run pretty quickly. You look at how, yeah, look at that. He's just absolutely poleaxed the HP there. The crits are really impactful. It would be cool if he could link with the other hit if you transform, like if you had two, you could have 2 of them in their improved status, so you could get the great stacking off the friend as well. That'd make for a pretty insane rotation there. So that might be too much cheating. But yeah, can see 26 million here. I guess what I should have said before was while the links are really good for Kefla, I guess it is more importantly the orbs. You want to be making sure to get a large number of key spheres for her to fulfill her passive. There's that crit. That's what we need more of. Now, just imagine if we had to go ahead multiple stacks in base, multiple stacks in Super Saiyan 1. Like, her numbers can easily jump up over to like that 40 million range, which is pretty crazy because her EZA is certainly getting a little bit on in age. Yeah, dodge, dodge, dodge. Just doing her thing. So, dang. Dang, dang, dang. That's annoying. I guess what we'll do is that into that. And then we'll just grab that. Get us a tiny little heal off. So you can see double digits when we are getting hit. Was he healing 44 million? Did I read that wrong the first time? That was definitely not 4 million. It's actually 44. No wonder this felt like it was taking forever. Yeah. Okay, so when we are doing these supers, we need, we actually do need all the help we can get from those. So compare 32 million. Nice. We'll definitely take that. Cool. And then the super comes after. Hopefully she doesn't dodge just so we can show off her defense. But again, that's 70%. Yeah, look at that. We really need to get to that 24 key mark for Kale to really juice her up. There's the dodge. We know that she's not going to be taking damage from any normals, that's for sure. Khalifa here probably could, even though she has got type advantage. She hasn't performed many super attacks. She's going to get off the additionals here with the Kale on rotation. Yep. Fortunately, her super attack is quite a quick one. So we just blast through that and then dodge, dodge. Perfect. I'm going to do this YOLO just to stop him from healing again. So we pump out a bit of extra damage there. You see that link-wise, that does sabotage us a bit. But if we go here, we still got 3. So if I do that, into that, into that. So then we've got those physical key spheres there for next rotation. Yeah, you can see we do actually lose quite a bit of juice from those links. Dang, I didn't think it would be that significant of an amount, but I was really hoping to stop the healing from the Goku Black and Rose here. So we still get up to a 40 million after a couple of supers. Crit, nice. Perfect. And then we crack that 50 milli mark there. Nice, nice, nice. I would love for us to get the finish on next rotation, because this video has gone for much longer than I was sort of hoping that it would. So you see my hit at 55% starts off at 17 milli, so pretty significantly lower, but we still do get the crit. Jumps up to 22, and it does build up really quickly, I guess. So if we get lucky, get another 1 or 2. There's the 1. One more would get us over that 30 million mark. Let's compare. Another crit. Nice. So, feels it sucks to waste that. Dang, these orbs are terrible. No, that's not it. That was not an ideal placement. Damn. I shouldn't have given Kefla all those orbs. I should have saved them up. See, a 44 million there. I should have saved them and just given them to the physical Kale. Unless, because we don't have the crits, so we're not going to be able to do enough damage to get a complete finish here. I feel like she's stacking up pretty slow, if I'm being honest, now that we are in that Kefla phase. 39. I jumped the gun one turn too early with the int hit active as well. Because now, yeah, look at that. Only the 12 key is not going to be all too impressive there. And then STR Kefla, she's at a 39 milli, which is definitely big time. She gets some crits. So you can see at 41, like if we just had been able to get her some stacks early on, she would be absolutely terrorizing Goku Black and Rose here. I mean Rose, Goku Black and Rose and Zamasu. There we go, that's what we needed more of. Oh, and she got one shot, so after all of that, we ended up dying. Lol, that's funny. But anyway, there you go, guys. As I said, Universe 6, close to being a top tier team, but it's really just not quite there yet. So let me know your thoughts on the category down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.